Hello fellow simmers, it's Samuel Beeman of BLS here, and today we're going to be looking at something quite special, and it's just been released this evening via the Slowline Simulations website, which has literally just gone live tonight. And the date is the 26th of March, I believe it's the 26th. I should probably double check that, shouldn't I? No, sorry, it's the 25th, a little bit ahead there. So it's the 25th of March, and it's just gone live now. And I've just been looking at it and spooling through some of the stuff. So this is the Y1 Sentinel, and I'll tell you what, I've really been looking forward to this because it's just great to have this little delightful engine in the game. I have a soft spot for these, and it's great to see them in game. So this was done by Pembrokeshire Works and released through Slowline Simulations. You can download them on the Slowline Simulations website. I shall link their website in the description of the video. And so we're going to have a look around them and see what they're like. So just a disclaimer before I do start, I have reported a bug with this already that I have noticed, that you can't drive the locomotive via the keyboard, and for some reason it only works on the HUD. So hopefully they fix this in the future, but that's at the moment the only known bug that I've found. So this is a completely first look, apart from a little brief mess about just to see if if it moves or not, and obviously it doesn't via the keyboard. But let's just forget about that for now and take a look at the locomotives themselves. So let's have a look at all the available liveries they come in. So we've got this LNER lined black livery. This is LNER lined 2, I believe. And then the one over here is LNER lined 1. And as you can see, there's a slight difference in both of them. This one has a sort of red lining, and whereas this one has sort of red and yellow lining, which is interesting. But it is very nice. And we've also got the apple green, sort of green, LNER green livery with the black, so it's sort of black and green, which is a nice livery, isn't it? I mean, that's quite cool. And we've also got this is Isbrook in black. It's just sort of a plain lined black livery. And yeah, it's to be honest, it's just a bit bland, that one. Not my favourite livery in the pack, I must say. We also got the standard British Railways livery, which is the standard early crest livery. We also have the departmental locomotives. This is number 54. These are all changeable, these numbers as well. Well, some of them are changeable anyway. And yeah, it is a nice pack. You get a lot of different liveries in this, which is great to see. And I am just glad to see this in game. So we're going to be driving Isbrook number 2, purely because I have a model of this, and it's nice to see him, basically my model, in game. And so we're going to be driving this one. And this route is one of the routes, well, the only route that's available on SLS at the moment. It's the dockyard route. Basically, I haven't got all the requirements, so there is going to be some bits and pieces missing. As we can see, we've got some floaty cars here. I don't know what that's all about. I shouldn't have much missing from this route, actually, so I don't know what this is all about. The only thing I've got missing is like the UKTS asset, and I think something else. But the rest of the stuff I have, so I don't understand why I'm missing other bits. Also I'm missing the water as well, which is weird. But yeah, we're not here to review the route though. We're here to look at the loco. So let's have a look at the details first before we get moving and driving it. So, to be honest, these things are very basic locos. I mean, there's not really much you could do in the means of detailing on these things because they are pretty basic. But as you see, they've got the shape pretty much spot on, really. We've got the lamp irons on either end of the boxed shape locomotive. We have the coupling hook and chain. we have some interesting textures on the buffers. They're slightly, they're quite pixelated, but then to be fair, it is very nice considering this is a freeware model, guys. You know, I'm not expecting it to be absolutely fantastic and amazing like payware products. It's just great that we get more free locos in the game, really. We've got these guards down here, which are nicely modelled. We've got the sanding pipes heading down to the wheels. Does it have the chain drive? Can we see the chain underneath? Well, sadly not. Okay, so they haven't modelled the chain underneath, which is a shame, but I mean, you can only do so much, really, I suppose. Also, I bet that chain would be a nightmare to animate. Now we've got the steps heading up to the cab, which is great. Quite nice texturing on here, not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. We've got like a sort of indentations there. Eyes printed on the side there. That's not very crisp. That's quite blurry considering, but it doesn't really bother me too much at all, really, to be honest. Got all the handrails all present. Let's have a look and see if we've got cab detail from the outside. Yep, we can see the detail in the cab from the outside. Look, we've even got the boiler, which heads up to the chimney. Got the whistle there. Coal textures sort of photo textured on there. It's not like a 3D coal effect. I think it would have been quite nice to have this as sort of more 3D, but I'm not complaining. We've got the water cap for where the water goes in. So they're very weird locos, very unique. There's something about them I really like. They're ugly but nice, and they kind of reference a little diesel. They look like a little diesel shunter, but they're actually steam. Which is, yeah, very nice. So now that we've had a look at the overall sort of look of the model, we're going to sort of, you know, check out and see what the sounds are like. So as I say, you can only drive this from the HUD, unfortunately. Hopefully they fix this in the future. Yeah, so put this in reverse. I'm guessing that's reversed that way. I'm guessing number one end is here. Just make sure our road is set. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up some wagons over here and just move them about slightly. Yep, we've got the road. Okay, let's have a look in the cab. Yes, this is the cab. Oh, we've got some interesting views going on here. Wow, okay. We've got quite a lot of views. Yeah, I like this. That's nice. Nice to have different views. None of the controls work in the cab, unfortunately, but then, you know, there's only so much you can do. It's a freeware model, so, you know, again, you can't complain, really. It's nice to have all the different cab views, though, I must say. Okay, so let's get underway. So, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any brake on this. There's no brake? I thought there would be a brake on this. Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll just see how this goes. I don't know how this is going to go because it doesn't look like there's any brakes on this. So it might be slightly difficult to drive. But let's give it a go anyway. I suppose I could use this down here. But yeah. So let's take a look at this and listen to the whistle. Yeah, that sounds alright, doesn't it? Not sure about the loop, mind. The loop's not very good, but it's okay. It's a nice sounding whistle. It sounds like a Sentinel chime, and I like it. Do we have a bell? No. Okay. Well, let's give it a go. Let's see how this works. So off we go. Okay. You know, the sounds are actually pretty authentic. I like it. So it's just a shame you can't control it from the keyboard. Oh my god! It shoots off like, wow! Okay, what? Well, you can go fast on this then, can't you? Christ. Okay, so it would be nice to have a proper brake. Like, it doesn't look like there's any brakes on this, apart from that. So it would be nice if there was actually a brake, but there isn't. So, yeah. Okay, and it stops as well, very sharp. Synchronisation on the particles is nice though, I must admit. Right, so let's move these wagons down, see if it's made any difference to the way it drives when we move the wagons down to somewhere. So, we're there. Yeah, we'll just go down there and see how we go. So you want to go into forward this time. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't use the keyboard. Right, forward. Let's toot on the horn, or whistle even. Off we go. So we're struggling a bit more on the wagons, which is good to see. Ah, there's one thing I haven't tried. It's headlights. So if I press H, does any lamps come on? No? Okay. What about if I press Control 1, 2, 3? No? Okay. So we've got no lamps or nothing. Mind you, I quite like the flange squirrel. That sounds right, doesn't it? It's just lovely to see these in game, to be honest. Oh, I wish. So, yeah. I tell you what, I'll give them credit for the sounds. Like the chuff sounds are pretty much spot on, and yeah, the overall like sound of the engine is very well made. And there you have it, folks. Okay, so I don't think there's really much more I can say about this Sentinel loco. I mean, it's nice. It's certainly good for freeware. You get a nice new model for the game, and it's not too bad. The only thing that really does let it down is obviously the fact you can't drive it on the keyboard. I hope they do fix this in the future. I mean, it's probably fairly straightforward. It's probably just like something that they've missed out. And also, it would be nice if it actually had a brake. I mean, I know these things, they didn't tend to I'm not sure if they actually had a proper brake, like, you know, like a loco brake or train brake. But it would be nice if you can sort of, you know, use the handbrake on the controls on the keyboard or something, or actually have some sort of proper brake instead of having to use that, you know, the little blue, well, the little circle at the bottom. But yeah, so apart from those little bits and pieces, it is actually really quite nice, and it's just fabulous to see these little engines finally in the game and seeing them out and kicking. So yeah, I'll link Slowline Simulation's website in the description of the video to where you can get them from. So this is the Pembrokeshire Works Sentinel. And yeah, go and get it. It's quite nice. I'll remind you, I would recommend sort of getting it after they've done the update, you know, so that it actually works on the keyboard, you know, because that would be good. But you know, it's good for what it is. It's certainly good for freeware, and yeah, you're getting another loco in game. So thank you for watching, guys. It's been Samuel Beeman of BLS. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye for now.